This morning I had a gentleman call the shop and said he had seen my videos about where I mentioned Nova, but I didn't show one. He goes by TW and he's in Memphis, and I told him I would do a video for him on the Novas. If y'all would go subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, ring that notification bell, that'd be awesome. But I told him all I had was 4-door Novas. And he said that's awesome because that's what his is. But he didn't see where I actually did anything about the Nova showing it on the video. So I come over here for him to see how much of these Novas I can get on video. Mother Nature is growing back up, taking this stuff over. But I'm going to try to show as much of it as I can. I'm going to get in here a little closer. I think he said he was needing a quarter panel and some more things. So let's just see how close we can get in here. Do this. So, ow, Nova. This car, hey, it's got a trailer hitch. This car came in here running and driving and all complete when I got it years ago. But it was a 6-cylinder car, inline 6-cylinder with a 350 turbo automatic transmission. The dash is still all in it. The radiator's laying in it. There's one of the headlight buckets, one of the headlights. Hey, the grill is laying in the back seat. Transmission cover. I don't know if this back door open. It will not at the moment. We'll see if I can get my way worked around to the other side of the car. I don't know if that's going to work or not. There's the neat little items somebody has added this car. The rain guards. And I really love the old school stuff, man. That was actually metal, not none of this plastic crap like they make today. But I'm actually going to attempt to try to get through here, these trees, and see if I can get any of the other side of the car. Might be impossible. Might be able to get a little bit of it. So if I walk these trees down as I go through here backwards a little bit, I ain't going to be able to see much of it. These trees are just so growing up over everything. It don't take Mother Nature long to grow back up, but I can see the passenger side front fender still on it. And the doors. I do have, like I said, 2 of these cars. So I'm going to try to get over here to where the other car is. Give you all a view of it as well. We're going around here to where the other cars are at. He was also asking about Monte Carlos. I told him I had several of the Monte Carlos. Let me go up here and see if I can get the view of the Monte Carlos on the way to the other Nova. I think the Monte Carlos he was interested in was like around 85 models or so. There is one that is a 78 or 79. I don't know what the show is, I'm walking by it. But right there is one of the like 85 Monte Carlos that he was asking about. Right here, this one still has the motor, transmission, everything like that in it. Radiator still in it. It was a V8 motor. There's the one door for it. It's been pretty much gutted, but there's still stuff there. Every now and then I run across somebody that needs a quarter panel or something like that off of them. We just took the rear end out of it not long ago. So I can get back around the other way here to the other Monte Carlo. Sun's starting to come in now. I actually had a guy call not long ago wanting the roof off of this car because his was a vinyl top car and his roof was all rusted up and eat up on it. That's the thing about a lot of this old stuff. People think it's stripped down and it ain't no good. It's crusher bait. I hear that all the time. Why don't you just scrap that stuff? But for example, this car here is fairly well stripped. Not a whole lot left on it. But a guy's needing the top off of it. It has an excellent top still on this car. So if I can sell that guy this top and he can save his car by putting this top on his, then it's been all worth it for me for keeping this car here, for him to be able to save his. Cut top off this, put on his. Somebody will be by looking for the trim around the windshield, or the trim that goes up above the door jamb on the roof, or maybe some of that little rocker trim down there, quarter panel trim. Drive shaft still laying in it there. It's part of the steering column still in it. Somebody may need column parts. Front end is still actually under the car. You can never strip a car down completely. To me, there will always be some little something that somebody else is looking for. Now I need to get over to the other Monte Carlo. I won't have to go around. I can't even get through here. These are bumper to bumper. I'll have to go back up and around to get over to show the other Monte Carlo and the other four-door Nova. Just hit my head on a tree limb. Got a decent little path through here. We come through here quite a bit, so I got a decent little path I can walk on here without worrying about getting hit by the tree limbs or catching the briars. Well, got a tree that's fell across my path. That's no problem. We'll go on around, squeeze through here. Tight fit, but we got it. And there was another one of the Monte Carlos. It was a true SS. Again, a lot of stuff is missing. A lot of people say, oh, haul that to the crusher. Get that out of here. It's scrap. But there's a lot of people like me, or maybe I don't know how many people like me, but there is some people like me that just believe in keeping everything. So hopefully one day somebody can use something off of it. And there's headlight buckets and bezels. Front end still under it. Big old sway bar on this car. AC box, everything is still in it. Steering box. And I just saw something on it that I'm going to go around and talk about for a second. On the steering column. A lot of people used to peel these steering columns and steal the car. Bust the column up around it. Well, they made a steel sleeve at one point in time to go around these columns. And this has the steel sleeve around the column. Let me go around the other side of the car. Maybe I can show it to you a little better. Sunroof. I don't know if that's factory aftermarket. If I can get to the other side of the car, I'm going to show you the steering column sleeve. Protector, whatever you want to call it. But it was a thick piece of steel that was put around the steering column. You get this out of here. This thick piece of steel right here goes all around the steering column. The steering column is like a cast aluminum, where they make this steel guard that went over these columns to keep people from busting through the aluminum so easily and starting the car. But that is just a neat little piece that this car had on it. I thought I'd point out while I was here. Don't look like that driver's side fender is too bad. Quarter glass. But now on up here to the other four-door Nova. Trying to picture which would be the best way to go. We'll try it this way. I ain't been around this other Nova in a long time. Hopefully we can get close enough to see something about it. There it is, straight ahead. There's a briar. I don't know if y'all can even see that in there, but there is a 4-door Nova in there. That one was a factory V8 car. I'm gonna try to go around this way so I can get through this stuff here. It looks like the less Ferrari way, maybe. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Oh, that was a good briar. Might be less briar, but you're still briars. We have took one fender and a core sport off of this one. Front bumper, hood, driver fender still there. Get on in here a little closer. I'm sure the motor, yes, the motor and everything is still in this car. It was a V8 car, like I said, and I picked this car up at Walmart. A lady called me. She said her car had quit, wanted me to go tow it in. And I went and towed it in. I honestly don't remember what was going on with it now, but I had another car that she was wanting. So I took this thing in on trade on her other car and pulled it over here and started selling parts off of it. Probably 30 years ago. Like I was telling y'all in some other videos, I started this back in the 80s. I have cars here that I still got that I got back in the 80s. But quarter panel rust is very, very minimum on this car. That is just some dirt, some tree crap or whatnot on it. See if we can get around to the other side of it. Back bumper actually looks really good on it as well. This quarter's barely getting a little rust starting right behind the wheel right there. I'd have to look at my notes to see which quarter panel he wanted, but I do have two of the cars that's had them on it. I told him I'd do a video as soon as I could. I was in the area here, so I thought, shoot, I might as well go ahead and do it right now. Actually got a real good looking fender on the front of it as well. There's the grill still in the car. It's got a CB in it. You don't see that much anymore. Breaker 19. Well, that's about going to wrap it up for me on this here video. I'll come back and do another video for you guys here real soon. But I just wanted to knock this one out and send it to him since he actually took the time to call me and talk to me this morning. But here's your video, TW. You guys have a good day.